Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Imperator Rome Invictus Sogdia. This is episode 12, I believe. If not, then I will be corrected when I would. Also, this will also be noted that this is the last episode that I've recorded before the first episode of the Sogdia series was officially posted on the Lord Master channel. So, in the span of a week that I've been recording lots of videos for this playthrough because of two reasons. One, I'm addicted to this because it's just fresh for me. Because I know I haven't played Imperator Rome in 2 years, but with this Invictus mod, it really helps to, make it feel fresh. Just about everything. And along those little other mods that go along with it, that are compatible and the submods of it. And also playing as, one of the countries or cultures that I basically made them famous in my YouTube channel featuring Sogdia and the Sogdian culture. Because I played as them often, as just to reiterate, I did 2 Crusader Kings playthroughs with the Sogdians, one on Crusader Kings 3, even though it was set in North Africa and not in Sogdiana itself, which I'll have to do that far in the future at some point for a proper Sogdia playthrough in Crusader Kings 3. And now we got one here for Imperator Rome because they added the mission tree, which is the one that I'm still on because I haven't finished it yet. I mean, I could finish it now, but it's just the little things. Like we did this as the last episode, where we taken the University of Taxila, which is now under my possession, which I am very happy to have that. I'm happy of that because, you see this? For the country as a whole, research points up a bit, a little bit of monthly military experience, and a little bit of that monthly statesmanship. So does that affect me in any way, shape, or form? Or does it affect you for being, yes, for having Taxila? Or what about everybody else? Like, let's take the court philosopher, for example. No, it doesn't affect him. Okay. Well, actually, I just caught that last thing. This is court philosopher next to Taxila. Okay, it does affect it. But now the real question is, yes, it affects me. My son, it affects him too. Yeah, it affects any character. Basically, the whole country is affected by Taxila with its benefits of the statesmanship. And speaking of, the children, I'm kind of divided on, like, should we have, Artaxerxes to be the next successor? Or should we have the younger Kroshanak to be the next one? So that way, but there's a bit of a problem with that. One is the prominence. Also, she has no current power base, whereas he does, because we gave him an army and a bunch of cohorts to command. So I think it would make logical sense if he were to be leading it. Wait a minute, send of entry. I forgot that's an option, but no need to do that now. He's leading an army, even though he's suffering from dysentery at the moment. But still. And so he's got to stay here. And plus, he just got recently married. They don't have children yet. But, particularly unnoticeable, so she isn't as prevalent. Probably world unnoticeable. Whereas at least he's an original thinker. And disciplined, so I guess it would be better if we were to become king. So don't change any, mess with the succession. You do need to do that. He can have his own enemies, but that may cost you in the long run. What's our skill with the physician? 8. Well, one can hope that he'll get better. So, just leave her be then. But I still want her married so we can have more children in our great family. Just pick anyone, alright? Maybe something just to get them on their side again. Yeah, we're rivals. We have been for a long time. We've been doing that just to spite them. You'll do. How'd you like to be married to a Mahak? After careful deliberation, assessment of potential spouses, and a great deal of research into various bloodlines and heritages, Roshanak Samadar Aids issued an offer of marriage to a Mahak of the Artesian dynasty. Unfortunately, the envoy reports the head of the family, and my rival, is a vocal critic of our rule, of course, and has made it clear that he will not allow this union under any circumstance. We suspect this may be just a key negotiating position, but we will offer it a great deal more than we had hoped if we are able to win the heart of the attractive Mahak. Yes, there's a big age difference between them, but we're doing this because it's a political move, just to try to get that family on our side again. Plus, it's to win some loyalty for it. As I said, let's get this country working together. So, here. Now, on to another piece of business. Is, Taxila, yeah. Big problem. And this is the one that I felt it would left more to be desired. Despite the positive stability, the abundance of libraries, wisdom of Taxila, the academic pursuits, and the benefits of Taxila itself, no research point is coming out of it because the dominant culture, Greco-Indian, is not an integrated culture. Speaking of cultures, I did some reading that have a particular interest, regarding these Gandharis, yeah. I'm actually going to integrate them. Some of you are saying, what? And I was like, yeah. Because do you know why? I mean, not only we're going to integrate Gandhara as a whole, that will be coming to Sogdia in the future, but there's something more that I'm more interested in that. So we'll give them those rights right now. Plus we have very high stability, so we can make that happen. I'm looking. Okay, this one's the least costly option. Protection against torture. We will let it be decreed that torture cannot be used to exact a lawful confession from this people, except in cases of high treason. So we will give them protection against torture. Plus it'll make the province to go around. And increases some of that culture happiness. And make the integration speed go up a little faster. Because I really want the Gandhara people on our side. Yeah. And while we integrate them, we got to get rid of those Greco-Indians. By get rid of them, I mean put them somewhere else. Move them. Like this Alexandria. From Taxila. Hellenic Greco-Indians. You are a slave. Go over there. And another one protects us. You go over there too. Give you the cops info. Plus, they're already going out again. Or anyway, I should say. Plus, it's in Alexandria. They tend to be important, so you gotta invest in that. You know what? Move one more. Plus, they got Cedar. One moment. Gandhara to there. There, now it's Gandhara. There you have it. Yeah, got it. So, that's why I'm trying to integrate these people. And there's a little bit of research involved, but once they become integrated, research goes up. And I'm willing to invest more money into this city. Because now it's a pretty important area. And maybe one... Oh, really? But mind you, this is... No, it is Taxila. That is a level 2 regional center of trade. So now it's of great importance. I might even establish a Sogdian Emporium there as well. It may not look like it's got good tax income. Plus the land is corrupt because I made a big fat mistake of appointing a very corrupt man, so we're gonna have to get rid of him. Bring him to trial. Do it. We're righting the wrongs around here. The atmosphere is dark in the court as Huxia, the accused, is brought head hanging before the king. You know this is the third trial under my rule, right? The author of several tactical treatises has finally gone one step too far. Keen to expedite the trial, the examiner formally addresses King Raj, asking what crime he stands accused of. Abuse of office is a serious matter. The flight of time passes and the bellicose rivals attempt amateur character assassination against him. He grows visibly more anxious as the tirade continues, until suddenly, to the surprise of all present, he leaps up, makes a dash for the nearest exit. The son of pandemonium is cut short as he accidentally runs into the king, with both ending up sprawled upon the floor. That wretch, guilty as sin. I was in perfect health till we hit each other. But look at you now, Governor. As the hours draw on, members of the court begin to grow weary with constant questioning of Overhaul and drama. He finally takes the floor, waxing lyrical on the subject of his eternal loyalty to Sogdia. As Zahak speaks, a curious smile creases his face. It seems while drawing up the details of the accusation, our examiners had neglected to check the whereabouts of Zahak on the eve of supposed criminal activity. He was in fact visiting Panchanada on a diplomatic mission. If that one over there, that is one of the neighboring entities. But I'll just say, let it be known that the Panchanada people are all liars. The court falls deathly silent as the magistrate clears his throat, falters, and pipes up in a reedy voice. Finds Oxen guilty of all charges. The entire building shakes as the uproar of all present. The court guard sees us and marches away to the dungeon. His fate is ours to decide now. Success! I know what to do for people like you. I mean, you got skill, yes, but, however, as much as I would love to sell that man to slavery, but we don't want to make everybody mad. Just straight up execute. The corruption's always been rid of. I think we could just let that man rot in prison. Right. We need somebody non-corruptible. Oh yeah, this Macedonian man. He's got high finesse. But the martial is very low, but the population that we get levies out of this isn't that really important to me. As such, that we need that high finesse. Because this is a newly captured province. And we need to get it together. Plus, he is merciful. So if governor, the freemen will be happy here. And he is honest, so he's incorruptible. So let's just hope for the best. Hey, it says harsh treatment to get the provincial loyalty up, in which will get the Gandhari people of at least tax. So, I mean, you may want to look at the province as a whole. Most of them are still Gandhari with a little bit of Avanti there. All the more reasons why I want to integrate those people. And then you get down there to areas where there's Greco-Indians, which that culture is spreading. Is it because it's just newfangled? But, I mean, they're only converting them religiously, not culturally. But, who knows? And no, we don't see any new Hindu deities. Oh, there they are. I guess because it's due to the fact that we control some of the Hindu holy sites that we're allowed to change to Hindu if we can. Oh, really? This gets rid of corruption. This is for economy, mind you. Okay. But there are none from there. So you have to control holy sites. You have to control holy sites to be introduced to these new gods. And it does not... Oh, it does say embrace Hinduism, but obviously it has to be 20% of the people of Sogdia to follow this faith, but this is a small minority. But speaking of minority religions, there's a good chance that Zoroastrianism may make a comeback when we integrate all of this big swath of land here that is still Zoroastrian. Because for early in this series, I originally intended that I would like to have Zoroastrianism to be the new state religion of Sogdia, which we're not trying to form a Persian Empire. You can't do that. You have to be of Iranian culture, or Persian in this case, like those down there, if you were to form your own Persia. But this is a Sogdian empire. And as we'll let time tick along finally, as I have my reasons, as we are fabricating a claim over there, which will be ready by next year or so. I was hitting the wrong keyboard. I was trying to unpause. Yeah, we did that. Not you. Until you begin to fabricate your claim, you should get together and start drilling. That's why we have access to the Hindu deities. And because Buddhism, as you've noticed, it's there. There are a few Buddhists in here, but you don't see that option, because if you are of a outside of polytheistic religions, you cannot convert to Buddhism unless you have one control of a holy site or have a large Buddhist population. But you gotta go to Kushinagara there. Holy site for Siddhartha, because this is where he was born. Yes, this is where he was born. Over there. And then it gives you that option to convert to Buddhism. But originally what I had in mind was the possibility that maybe this Sogdian nation should become either Buddhist or Zoroastrian instead of being stuck with ritualistic all the damn time. So I think the most logical option now is to go for Zoroastrian, which will work until we integrate Arakosia. And also integrate Gandhara as well, for the time being. Up you go. Let's get him back on our side, and then we'll get to talking. It'll be done in 9 years. And they're still gonna stick around during this time. Hey. As you were. Now drill. Desecrating holy sites here wouldn't do any good. Quite honestly, would rather leave that alone. And I mentioned I would like to make some investments here in preparation for, let the Gandhari people come in. There's one that we can. There's a. Yeah. Move that here. One from Monk. What is it? Gandhari. And now this area is Buddhist. Now, this reminds you what that does. If you were a Buddhist ruler, you would have state religious habitus, while you would take a bigger aggressive expansion, because you know how they are. Same for the war score cost. They don't like warfare, but they are willing to convert the faith much faster. And now the food gatherings, I mean, winter has passed, so it looks appalling, in my personal opinion. Obviously, we've got a bunch of slaves here. You can build up to 5 libraries here, but ideally I would like to have more citizens, since we are integrating the Gandhari people at the moment. That this got to have a citizen district. And then maybe later in turn we'll build an academy. Just when I thought the Alexandrias that we had under our control would be the center of learning. No, it is here. It is here. And it will become that. Not to mention important regional center of trade, which I may have to install a Sogdian Emporium there. And also gotta have farming settlements in order to keep up with the growth. And plus, it's rather unique to find papyrus here in India. Because, to be real honest, there's a bit of papyrus there, and a little bit of there. It's a bit scarce, honestly. You find more of that in Egypt. But it's pretty rare to see them. That's a city, dummy. Okay, it doesn't have a special building that increases it, so if you want to have more of the papyrus, ideally you probably would want to have a what is this thing that it causes the base resource production and whatnot. Oh dear. Aha! No, we're not tribal. I'm just looking at the requirements, so it's like, okay, so they have this and all that. Reservoir, that's what that is. It's slaves needed for local surplus that goes down, so it can go up. Because we'd like to sell more papyrus. Plus there's academic pursuits that the previous owners have done it. So get that up. So besides the grain, what else does province have? Golf seed. Elephants. Base metals. A blacksmith, that's for base metals. Wild game, okay, there it is. Here's a little thing that'll help with the local monthly food modifier up. This will do. And plus, to absolve these food shortages, get some more grain. There's plenty of them you find out there. So I spent heavily because I really care about this. And just drill until the claim is fabricated. Yes, I know the war exhaust is still going on because we still have levies in play. Get up here. But there will come a time when we'll fight this little conflict. They made an alliance with Kashmir. Perfect. Because I do have a claim on that area, which I really want. And there's another Alexandria that we missed out on. But it's been devastating, but it'll be over it. Don't worry about that. Plus, Gandhara has a bit of that. Oh, and also the thing I missed out on. Taxila, and there's a road. It connects all the way to Alexandria. So, ideally, I would like to build a road from there that connects to Bactra, then to there, then to Samarkand, and then finally Alexandria, Scotland. Now I started seeing him, the Admiral, as a rival, but he's got cancer, so don't worry too much about it. Plus, we're hardly using the Navy anyway because of the distance of our armies now. And I don't want to build a new port yet, I'd rather take it. Of course you'll be displeased. I have a lot of enemies, do I? High Priest, the Admiral, the family head. I know, my troops are siphoning the food from you, but I'm gonna try to get down here. I mean, I could send these levies back, you know, disband them, and gain a military experience. Oh, speaking of military experience, regarding Gandhara. Here we go again with this. Now the threat is very real. But, to be quite honest, he's about to die, so don't be alarmed. Unfulfilled promises. Shut your mouth, you cancerous fool. Okay, good. We can import more. I know we brought a lot of slaves in here. The harsh treatment doesn't help it, but well, it's winter right now, so food's going down. What can we give the citizens? More precious metals from Casa. Once they become integrated, it's gonna help. Okay, the research is going up because we finally made the Gandhara people the majority, and the Buddhism thing is whatever to me. All I care about is oh, you're already integrated. Well, that was quick. Well, smaller population and all that. So now, and we'll be integrating this country, which will bring more to their populations in, which the total is 89, mostly Gandharis. So there you have it. We got some research, but however, there's a lack of citizens and nobles. But there's another thing of why I did this. I was about to say, what is it like if you were to get it up to nobles? I mean, does it have a whole stability drop again? Since you promote a new reduced happiness both from. Oh, it's the same modifier as all the others. Okay. Leave that in this case. But there's another thing why I really wanted it. Not only for research purposes, but also. Where is it? There's not enough of those populations. That's why we're trying to integrate them. Because, you know, I have this idea that we would embrace the foreign military influence. So that's why we're trying to get some of that population in here. Not to mention migrate them over here. As much as I would like to bring some of them over here. It's almost wartime, which that time is now. But you are here to gather some food, and then on your way. Don't worry about threats of civil war. Our enemies are gonna die of disease, such as the Admiral and that blasted old man. Whereas you're also this slow, as you do have lower cohorts of your own. Stop drilling, all of you. So your plan is you're gonna take the capital there, in which this city will be ours, which is a sizable city. And plus, it's an interesting strategic location. I mean, the ford crossings, like the way it's positioned, like you have to go around to get to there. And if you're gonna come that way, then you have to get down there. So that's a good strategic position, to be real honest. It almost looks like a mini peninsula within the Indus Valley, where three rivers merged there in Sibai. I like that positioning. Whoever built this in the past is a genius. It's basically, you know, like you can only come in one way, or if the Navy were to drop off troops onto there. This is a one-way in. Huh. That's good strategic positioning, to be real honest. But it produces cloth, and province as a whole, which has mixed populations, as far as trade goods is concerned, you got wild game and vegetables and livestock to feed themselves. Okay, so that's plentiful of food for the provincial standards. As I said, really like the positioning of the city. Those Indians that came before us are geniuses for those that lived there. So then it becomes one river from then on out. Yes, a tributary river which can be sailed up. Compare that to, like, say, these other areas. This one's navigatable. This isn't. Good thing they're building that. So, here's the deal. You're gonna go up there, take your position up here, take that province, take this, and then all this land will be ours. But those from Kashmir, well, that's up to Gandhara to handle things. Yes. That's up to it to handle things. So just wait for it to get up to position. And we can hope for a quick war, as the war exhaustion is starting to creep up on us. Because you still have those levies out. But nevertheless, it helps to get our military experience up. Thanks to everything that's been aforementioned before. Oh my goodness, a new civil war in Persian Empire. What the is going on? How big is the rebellion now? They were trying to rebuild and now they're at it again. Persian revolt. Ariana is the center of it. And a little bit of Media Magna. Yeah. And also they're at war with Macedon and others that are with them. So now it's a mess. Just a little while. Hello? What have we here? So, okay, you just came here. Lost. I would take that popularity hit if you grant this character the citizenship. Unfortunately, you're a woman, which means there are less rights for your kind. In this male-dominated society, unfortunately. Need more political influence in this life. Damnation. But he's about to be gone anyway. A feast for Cleonymtos. Yes, the governor of Gandhara. The residents of Alexandria, Nicaea, are holding a celebration in honor of the much-beloved governor, renowned for his benefits, tolerance, and common sense. A nice Sarah-approved candidates validated such a way. All at the celebrations, and he becomes kindly. Just waiting for them to get up to position, then take this province there, and then this there, and that's it for them. While Gandhara will take care of Kashmir. While there's still time. We almost had them to become a client status, but we'll do that when we also integrate our Arcosia in the future. Well, maybe when we expand further downwards, and then we'll be close to them. So my only hope is that this war will be a short one. In position now. Stop drilling. 1 second. Go for 1 more month. God damn it. Good for the freemen, but we're trying to get the citizens pleased over there as well. Stability up. Just what we need. You just passed. Now officially start the war. Sabe will be the objective. This would be optional. This is also the important one. Everybody will join. No need to bring Gadrosia into this. We'll just take the capital. You take that province hold, and once you're done, get that. You got it. Although I fear that they're going to come down there and take the provinces right behind us. Unless they're going to go take care of them for us, then that'll be good. You'll win. You picked a bad tactic for that. They got a farmer's market and a shrine. Scare them away. Yeah, we encountered them and we got them all. Excellent. Killed in a freak accident. Now all you gotta worry about is these pretenders. But you gotta get them back on our side. There's a way to do that. Roshanaka's primary heir. I know some of you are wondering why am I silent. I'm just because I'm a bit like, I'm like all of you. I'm like, wait a minute. It's, you know, that kind of genuine reaction. I mean, I like her skills. It's just, I feel that having a female ruler might potentially be a bad idea to some. Because, you know, if she becomes the ruler, the unintegrated culture group habitus will go up, which is good. But the commerce would go down under her. Well, not too much, if governor. By governor, you mean Sogdiana. So Sogdiana's commerce will still be up, but to the rest, not so much. But with high finesse, it kind of makes up for it, to be real honest. But I'd rather have her be a charismatic person whenever she becomes the ruler, which is become apparent, because I do not see Artaxerxes. I didn't revoke any office. Civil war is likely, so... Ah, hell. Basically, you're making things worse. He's got lower cohorts. Gonna have to reward veterans just to get him away from that. Even though he don't like it now. But now he's got less power base. So that'll keep him quiet. Maybe I'll finally give the artisans a job if they got a talent for it. Let's take you for example. Maybe we'll find a spot for you in the army. That Artaxerxes is leading in the siege. Yeah, I think we find a spot for you. Just be one of the tribute and you're gonna sit there and do nothing. Sit on your hands. There. At least you have some. But you'll be there. And that way everybody's happy. Apparently you've been disinherited, son. Seems nobody wants you to be the ruler for whatever reason. One of Sogdia's most renowned merchant traders, Shell, has appeared before the court in tears. Tells a huge shipment of exotic fruits which sank beneath the rolling waves on their journey from Alexandria to Malta to Phonia. Rolling waves on a river to Eponion. All the way there. Oh, okay, makes sense now. That's quite a far expedition. So he besieges to cover at least some of the losses in order to preserve the reputation of Sogdian trade throughout the world. Maybe this is a way to get back with his good graces. Well, spend less, right? So we should help. Now we have to go take care of this little situation first, before we go further. Also, they saved Taxila for us. Thank you. While we go take them, and then we're gonna come up and take out Kashmir. Oh, you got your own legion. Possible rebellion coming. We took the capital. Now go up there and take Kashmir. Well, we will take this province because they left no fortifications there, so this is all open business for us. I mean, it's nice to have, you know, ways to get rid of corruption. But I'm sure there will come a time when we get more Zoroastrian populations in here that we'll start seeing them in the Pantheon. And we'll introduce Zoroastrianism to the country, which of course is going to cause a lot of instability. Okay, now she's back to being a pretender again. But however, as Artaxerxes is primary arrogant, at any given time you could do that, but of course that's not a very good idea, so you could say the pretender support of them is rather weak, but you can't say that to this one, because he's bound to cause problems. That's why he's disloyal, because the power base, the supporters, knowing that I've been a bad man lately. He's disloyal because he's plotting quietly, okay? Whatever he is doing, I hope it doesn't involve me. But he's still ailing, though. So I can only hope he gets over dysentery during his service. of all people. Our ongoing attempts to woo the highly skilled statesman shall encounter a hitch. Being a true man of people decide to invest in the creation of a beautiful monument to please the Sogdian people. To complete this mad task requires a large number of able-bodied souls. If we were to provide such assistance, he will be sure to be in our debt. Oh my goodness. Here goes more money. Here goes more money out of my damn pocket. Take this over, and then this land that we have a claim to is ours. The Hindu Kush will be ours for good. Now go help them bring down this fortress while we will go up there and take down their capital. Then that's it. And then Gandhara comes in, and then the levies can go home, and then we'll try to get up to there, sail to Gaganj to deal with this Dahayan idea. Parthia has been fighting with revolt as of late. Damn barbarians. On our way, slowly but surely, because we had all these damn elephants that the Persians gave us. Those rowdy people out of the frontier. All the more reasons why we gotta build a city there. And yes, the war exhaustion is catching up, but we're gonna end the war very soon. We promise you that. So, okay. Fortifications gone. That's total horse gone. Ah, yes. Governor of Bactria is this slow because he is plotting quietly. Whatever he may be doing, he's investing a lot of his money on it. So, he'll be back on our side in no time. No threat for possible civil war. Artaxerxes remains the primary heir, as he should be. Because I fear that he somehow got disinherited. I mean, you could do that, if you just, you know... There's ways. Well, the only way is bringing him on trial, but of course you wouldn't want to do that. Putting your own son in prison and banish him to another country, then... she takes so. I mean, that'll be the dumbest move you could think of. I mean, her skills are fine. She's pregnant right now. She's due to give birth in a few months. Gandhara people live up there. So does Cambodia. Which we're trying to civilize them, then once they become a client state, we would integrate them too. All the more reasons why I would want to see more Gandhara populations around here. Treasury of Arhatta. It seems that he's got in his hands a lot of wealth. They started investing a great deal of silver into building a reputation for himself as of late. But it's unclear where he found these riches. His efforts are surprisingly effective. With his increased popularity, he started vying for a more powerful position in Sogdia. It's shamelessly comparing himself to our king. A little bit of tyranny don't hurt nobody. You gotta go deal with that barbarian menace, except they're gonna kill each other every time they besiege something. Ah, him again. He is, by all accounts, remained a scholar of the divine man for much of his life. They caused some embarrassment, therefore, when he was discovered extorting a local temple to an egregiously unreasonable degree. Before reprimanding him, it must be said that it would be expeditious to our efforts to influence if we were brushed us all under the table. A slap of the wrist to suffice. Tell him that don't do that again. There he goes again. That damn man. Risk a rebellion? Likely. Quakes and Damna. There's been a massive earthquake centered upon Damna, with a large amount of casualties and some significant damage upon the city itself. The nearby cities and areas have seen some issues. Nowhere is deafening issues caused in Damna. Oh dear, that's right there in Fergana. People looking for us to set aside some funds to try to help those in need, to make a mess out of the situation. It'll make me popular again, but shit, that's gotta hurt. Regarding with the population loss and what it does to the economy locally from Fergana. Murdered. He was the royal tutor. No, not the admiral, someone else. A heavy club was used in that crime. I don't know that we consider him guilty. Now hurry up and end the war. Just take this one damn last province and then that'll be it. Wow. Give it time and he will do, despite the, well, we'll see what he could do with that statesmanship, with the job that he has now, since he's energetic and the knowledge that Taxila provides would help him greatly. A provincial rebellion is likely, and we need to end this war soon so our army can leave, and then we'll take care of them. And now I am the master of trade. And what that does, +3 finesse, and national commerce income goes up. Let me see. How old am I? 59. Ailing, but we'll manage. time being, I'll go for orientation focus. There. We got it. Let's get it all. Yeah, it jumps up again, but it isn't as prevalent as you think. So we'll have all this, including that interesting city there. This is on geographical position because it's a one-way city, as I would call that, which I consider as genius. Which, to be honest, in the history of me playing Imperator Rome, I never played it anywhere in the Indian subcontinent before in this game. I know most of the places, but deep inside, well, that's a different story. So it's a complete victory for us. Right. Banish those class, put the rest to the sword. We're trying to reduce the aggressive expansion a bit. Now, you can disband and let the army take care of that little provincial revolt. All that military experience you accumulated, thank you. What's the population of the Gandharis? And how much do you need to study their ways of war? 143, okay. 80 plus 80. Oh, that'll be enough, yeah. And Cambodia, which are mostly Gandhari, yeah. And we're trying to integrate them in, so we'll definitely get that for the time being. And I'll tell you why, you people, why am I going to adopt the Dravidian, or in this case, Indian ways of war? Which of course has its bit of drawbacks, including the loss of military experience. It says has a greater or equal military experience. It's like I would choose that over the Greek, and I'll tell you why. And this is what caused me to feel a bit attracted towards that. What do the Indians have? Well, particularly this one. This. 4 innovations. If we can get it all up soon. And when you get down there, heavy infantry morale. Another one, heavy infantry defense. And then all of my subjects will have a higher opinion towards me. Just for integration. And when you go this way, there's 4 free province investments. I mean, this is the ones I have in mind. And you've got Archer's Discipline, Archer's Defense, Archer's Offense. So these archers will be deadlier than ever. And also a new tactic of Indian origin, which is good against skirmishers, I believe. And of course, more freemen and more Moralo armies up. So remember, you've got to have 50 military experience to have this. And we will have the Gandhari population come in once integrated. And then we'll implement that. So as much as I would have liked to spend on Sogdian Rock, which gives more free province investment, and then the Silk Road. But honestly, it wasn't until around 100 something BC that's when the Silk Road was officially opened. So this can wait. I'd rather take the Indian one. So for now, fort maintenance finally go down. No need for this fort to be up here. As this is going to be problematic, food-wise. Now, get to there, quickly. And then once you're done with that little rebellion there, I want you to start building a road. Begin from there and find a way to get to Bactria the quickest. And then you go up there. Well, actually, maybe we can have two ways. Like one road that goes this way and the other way that goes when it connects, you know? But we can still use the river to transport troops across. But there are benefits to having a road. Oh, almost there. Almost there, and I would love to upgrade that to a metropolis once the population reaches up to 80. We do have the money to spend on something that you want. Particularly more aqueducts. And the province food is still very good. Thank goodness that Alexandria has got the... Glad that Alexander himself decided to build this frontier city here. This is no longer a frontier city to me. To me, this is the largest city in all of Sogdia. Well, it's almost rivaling Samarkand now, but honestly, you can drop this, stop this, and go for, let's see. What the hell? Don't do that. Are we having problems with food shortages? As this is middle of summer. Well, Samarkand and the other cities taking up food, but most of that food comes from, you know, comes from the grain that we've put. Why don't we have the grain? Give me a moment. How many slaves do we have in this city? Well, by the way, build more buildings here. 12. We have a citizen district, right? Oh, obviously this is base, but we do have a noble district. 180 days, 180 days. Okay, give me an academy and a library. And get us an aqueduct. That city there will become a metropolis one day. And if I had my druthers, I would like to build a Sogdian Emporium. I mean, I'm looking, okay? I'm not gonna spend it immediately. It's too bad it's not giving much of tax income. But the goods produced is a good indication. Well, Alexandria's got the citizens, nobles, number of pops in general. I mean, we could build that here. Because the wealth of the earth, so says the gods. Good lands for grazing. Compare that to Samarkand, which is good lands. We would put a tax office there. What else? What about Taxila? I mean, obviously it's low populated, but I like to make that as an emporium there, because this is a level 2 regional center of trade, so it's got to be good for something. I mean, we need to import more goods to there, since I've now become very invested in this city, especially now that the population capacity is up. And I'm moving some people in. There are only a few coming, and a few outgoing. But once we integrate this, well, obviously that means it's just more damn cities. Get them here. Maybe we gotta give the Freemen something. They're the ones that are contributing the that issue as of late. Let me look on promotion. And let me look at trade. Down in Gandhara. 500 gold to make it a trade center to level 3. It actually increases civilization level if you were to do that. Level 2 just gives out more local tax and import routes. This is more local tax and civilization level. What's the civilization level in Axilla? It's got to be civilized since it's been there for a long time. Not as much as to say like Samarkand or Alexandria Scotta. Obviously larger population, larger, more buildings and all that. Plus we put a lot of grain into this. That's why it's been growing so damn well. Give the Freeman something. We're on our way back. We're gonna take care of this little nonsense. Loyalists win. Mountain fortress here. There's a hill there. We're gonna have to start focusing more on this, kind of micromanaging and all that. Not just Taxila, but every other little city. Because they all mean something. What the hell are you doing? Here. Always give them harsh treatment. It's just a way to, you know, stop them from doing anything. And whenever Taxila gets their act together, since there's more slaves in that city than there are freemen now, then fortified province. Provincial loyalty is fine. Isn't there a trait good that gives out more provincial loyalty, if I remember correctly? Doesn't say. Where do you get Cinnabon from? That's a good question. Oh yeah, don't forget the new games that you got recently. And please, no conversions. We're keeping that fort there. It's a good strategic position. Parthia finally got their act together. It's because it's winter time. That's why food isn't given out very much here. Speaking of which, no farming settlement here. Well, we can't let them starve now, can we? Enmities, they say, knows no bounds. And to say that Oxyates despises Rash would be a gross understatement. Oxyates made his intentions clear recently. That day, it was reported asking a series of probing questions about Rash to some very shady sorts. The public may very well catch wind of this embarrassing situation. Perhaps post an extra guard tonight. There's some vegetables here. There we go. Winter. A little more marble to keep the tyranny away. Egads, how do you not have farming settlements or a place that has vegetables? Don't you know the local monthly food modifier gives? Because this is going to turn into a metropolis in the far future, which, how much does that cost again? For reference, 400 gold and 100 political influence to turn this into a metropolis. And then in turn, once it becomes a metropolis, then we're going to need a number of goods produced greater or equal to 4 in there. Right now it only produces 1 because you don't have enough slaves, which we got to move a couple of them in here. Which we could do that right now since there's room. But there's not enough slaves to go around. We gotta go get a mill. But in the meantime, give me 2 farming settlements up. Willing to invest in that. Don't these people know that Vergana is one of the most fertile lands out there in the world? At that time, at least. Later this year, they're going to be promoted from freeman to slave. I mean, excuse me, freeman to citizen. Sorry, we'll mix up that. I know not a lot of people are migrating because we're giving a harsh treatment, but we're trying to resolve these little issues. There's other cities to take care of, but Taxila is the most attractive to me. Okay, now you're here. I want you to station yourself to the hair. Take him to there. And I still promise myself, and I keep telling myself, build a city there. So that way, those slaves are out there who's causing trouble can actually go over there, live there, be promoted, contribute to the manpower and economy. But don't forget the slaves are the ones that give you the base tax and all that. Or stability is good enough, so should limit a drop in price, so give us the money. Again, you have enough to make a metropolis. All you gotta do is move a couple of slaves into the city, and then, boom, you got it. You know, it's gonna have a period of reduced output. Bactria has reached to its max. Give it an aqueduct. First. I mean, we're not going to build a metropolis right now. We're in the middle of doing things here. Stay there. We are waiting for Gandhara to be integrated. Finally, that old man croaked. No need to appoint an admiral right now. Oh, why do I be an admiral? I know the option doesn't say. But it does say that I can, no, I cannot raise levies because all that's been claimed by the army. Too disloyal. Which means I can't tell that man what to do. Unless I give him free hands, and it's going to make it corrupt, and it's going to cause more problems in that government than anything else. The dastardly Parthian governments pledge military support to the vile pretender. In event of civil war, they'll show country his aid. Don't be too worried about that. So, it's the Parthians that's causing trouble. I had been considering going after them for some time, even though it's largely sparsely populated, but when we get down there to Hyrcania, this would be attractive for me. What's low on food where? This area. Oh, I know, it's winter time. It's always low on food. That's why we're going to try to build structures for you, like vegetables. Build a farming settlement to get you some vegetables so you can stock up. And eventually a grain or two. Plus it's a very small city, hardly anybody lives there. Oh, idiot, that's over there. God dang it. And plus there's another city that's also, you know, eating up that food. But it's this Alexandria, obviously. And you know what these Alexandrias are like. So vegetable there. There's livestock. Enclosure. Hang on. Enclosures are for livestock. But farming settlement is also an option. What's the difference between the two? Farming settlement is local civilization. Monthly food. Okay, this one gives less money food but more local manpower. Okay. For an enclosure. That's what that's for. but the cost is the same. Look, I'm very happy with the economy. My issue now is this huge abundance of slaves, which I'm trying to reduce the number of that on certain cities. Because I've been moving some people, and we might move again, to get them into Alexandria, Scott, and then we're going to turn that to a metropolis and try to get more of those slaves into this city when we build a mill there. So slaves need a local surplus to be reduced. A lot, in fact. And then, so that way, it'll be sustainable enough to to get more silk and then pump more speed. Nobles will be happy there, which I don't think they're happy at the moment, because obviously, but they'll like it there. He was the court philosopher. How's your health? Very poor. Never mind. Not you. Depressed, but he's healthy. He'll do. I need it for the legitimacy to go up. You know what? Let Dahlia rebel. We're gonna go kill him. That's a stupid idea. The cultural assimilation we'll have to do. We're tired of waiting. Remain at your position here. When it springs up, I'll take care of it. Ancestral guidance. After some of the seers went through a ritual to speak to the ancestors, our high priest Oxyatis claims the ancestors decreed more freedom to the priests. To convince the masses, several of the priests have used some of their own funds to support large festivals across Sogdia. Following this charade will probably make us more popular among the people, though at the expense of our control of the religious elements of our society. Oh, hell. Time to control on these ridiculous seers. So there goes that money that was supposed to go for that metropolis there. And as well as some leftover money. So ideally I'll wait until I get 600 or 700 of the wealth, and then we'll upgrade Alexandria Scotta to metropolis. And then we'll figure out the rest from there. And don't forget the possibility of building a Sogdia Emporium either there or down in Taxila, because I think the vital for the happiness of the population is to give them more trade goods. Oh, and my wife's passed on. Terrible fever, and I didn't know. That means I gotta be more self-reliant on myself now. I even ask myself, when is my time coming? What's going on with you up there? That aggressive expansion goes down all the way, then we'll go you know, improve relations again and see if we can get them as a client state. And be sure to send them a gift as well. Because if we do have the client state, excellent. That frees up the alliance thing. Shunga had a civil war. Give me a moment. Obviously, Shunga is a large entity, which should not be underestimated with, because of the large population it has. Plus, they own the metropolis of Patliputra. Oh, here we go. Here it comes. Get a move on. A senior citizen by the name of Bahuman Taxan approached our king prior to this one. In a hushed voice, he spoke of a vision of the near future, in which he was found by his loved ones, having been murdered by a slavering maniac. With shaking hands, he offered all his worldly goods to the state in return for our protection. Oh my... Wow! That is way more than I expect. And our stability is good enough. Well, Governor, you had a vision, and you decided to give it all to me. We shall take good care of him. He'll be loyal to us again. Thank you very much. Well, we need to spend a few things. Not the metropolis right away. No. I'm thinking, what else can we improve here? Besides the already existing cities. A market. Local-based trade routes for this province. Or, come on here. To reduce local unrest. Yeah. We should be building these things. That's what you're supposed to be looking for. This damn thing here. How could you miss that? And there's stones, which, obviously this is good to build a mine here. Vegetables, get a farming settlement. More vegetables. Closer to be built here. Okay, that's it. I'm just really improving the lands down in the Indus. Because long ago it was said that when the Achaemenids took control of this area there, it was said to be the richest of its satrapies when they, as far as giving tributes concerned. You're in trouble now. Army's already on the way. So we'll take care of this matter, as this is a defensive. Everybody's coming after you. And of course I gotta take care of that little thing there as well. Yes, I have new innovations, but I haven't really spent on it because we're about to level up more. Because I'm still waiting for Gandhara to be integrated. While we continue to get our military experience up. Which you can get it up all the way to 200, obviously, but we will adopt the Indian ways once Gandhara comes in. Which will happen in the next episode, honestly. Oh, wait a minute. Get the elephants out. You know those are the ones that slow us down, right? trying to catch them. But obviously the fort's in the way. But we'll take it. You could stay back. What the hell? How did I get here? Get to the ships. Cancel that order. Stop moving. You've been deceived. Get to the ship quickly. We gotta land? No. Land there and try to make your way up as fast as you can. Don't they know they're standing on the Sogdian rock? Which the fort defense is so high that it's gonna take a long while to get it down. But it's still very concerning that they're up here at this point. We've been duped. Hurry up, you god-dogged elephants. Maybe we'll build a port there for future reference. All the more reasons why we gotta build roads. In fact, the next time we get a huge amount of money, build roads. Disease outbreak, that'll slow them down. Bit dumbfounded. How did I get up here? Okay, land here. The elephants stay, because you know they'll slow us down. Oh, god damn it. Land here first. Or here. Hold on. Land here first. The elephants stay in the ship. We're gonna go catch the bastards, because they don't appear to have a commander for whatever reason. Colonia. Remember those buildings. That'll ease the unrest. Those provincial unrests. As we're trying to appeal to them. Nowhere to run, you bastards. The terrain is hills in Samarkand, our hills. And Artaxerxes, you have the honor to do so. You may not have the skills because you got dysentery, although, quite honestly, I hate to lose you. Oh, better start treating you right now. Go seek treatment, please. I do not want to lose you. You are too important to this country, despite the low popularity you have. Which stop trying to get a claimant for a claimant to the holding yourself. Help save this country, damn it! A fact that Ras is yet to marry attracted the attention of many great families around. It was therefore perhaps no surprise when during recent festivities held on Hasman that Ras was introduced to Koshana, young and according to some very suitable match. It's certainly clear that Oxiates and his entire family would be deeply grateful if our families were to join together in such a union. Oh, hell. Why do you give me such a difficult decision? That old high priest. I cannot commit to such a plan. Sorry. They got an awfully high discipline. God damn it, elephants! Just laughing at the absurdity of it. It's like, okay, you've been standing on a boat and we can't go out, go on shore, get the food from the land and then feed it from there? No, they've got to be there in order to be fed. Those things are food guzzlers, basically. Maybe you get them down. They're retreating upwards. I don't see why. We gotta eliminate them out there. And then we gotta get back to the ships. Got them all. Now, get down here. Let them feed while we try to gather the said feed for those beasts. Either that or just let them sit out this whole conflict. If I live to be 100, I'll never understand why those Persians gave us those elephants so graciously. It's still not enough to make them a client status. We have to get closer to the border. And among other things. Send him a gift. It'll be enough. Barely. Okay. We'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna get you in as a client status, which would be a great boon for us. So that way you don't go to other people's wars on your own initiative, but rather to mine. Here we go. Very happy with this. Very pleased with the results. Remember, it's Taxo is the one that contributes to the roll the most because of unhappy pops that you got there. Something for the citizens. You know, it's going to take a long while, right, to get it up there. And you need something that would be very beneficial to them. Like, say, well, a tavern for one. Where's the one that gives happiness to citizens? We don't have grantees. We don't have that kind of technology. Court of Law is another. Says happiness. Ah, there it is. You gotta get one of these in future when Texula grows. Pesky villains are about to take Khwarizmi, which will be part of their rebellion. Rash falls ill. Inflammation. I think I've lived long enough. I think it's his time to rule now. Even though he's never had children, we're trying to treat. He's trying to seek treatment here. each time you do that, that's why Samarkand's population keeps going up. But we can't, you know, we don't have the capacity to keep up with that growth. We need more buildings, damn it, and now. And I will get to the inventions when we take care of this little issue first. Because I just can't seem to watch over everything. Get the levies from Scythia. Where are you? Up the damn boot. Get down here. Oh, they're here. This is ridiculous. All you need to do is bring down the fort, and then this issue will be all over. No, catch them out there. You there, stop. Oh, we picked the wrong tactic for this, but we outnumber them. It's gonna be a little hard to... We got them all. And after that, liberate Khwarezmia, and then we'll take down that fort, and that is the end of this stupid rebellion. This is the kind of things that we have to deal with here. Who's contributing the most? This here, the provincial capital. Sizable population, but entire province is disloyal. Of course. Get them back on our side, will you? Furthermore, give them gemstones. The Vivay of City will be the ones to stand guard. No need for that. Go for this. Ups the diplomatic range more, which means more trading opportunities for other entities out in the world. That's what's good about the diplomatic range, at least to me. We'll take care of this problem soon. Now, meanwhile... successful. Receiving troops some time now. Thanks to superb skill of us who oversees the mysterious medical arts. It seems that full recovery's been made. Just hang on. That means his health will recover, but it's going to be very, very slow. Despite the fact that he still has no children. Roshanak has a child. And is pregnant again. She's due to give birth right now. It's past due date, so right now. We're going to see it pop up in a second. Come on. Look, the due date is November 5th, and it's way past due date. You're 1 month past it. It's about to be 2 months past. Either that or my hand is... Oh, no wonder. Oh! She died during childbirth. She was 25. Oh. I'm actually horrified and shocked. Even though it says perfect health, but it says dead now. Chusek is another. So we got 2 male heirs of hers now, and obviously that man's gonna be trouble again, and he is. And he's pretty healthy too. Artaxerxes, you are our only hope now, even though we have no children yourself. I don't want that man to be anywhere near that. And these 2 children here. And you can influence them still. There we can. Huh. Pretty stumped here. Winner. That's what it is now. So, okay. Tavern for slave happiness, because they maybe cause trouble. So remember, build taverns whenever you have a chance, when there's a building slot that's just opened up. There's only a few coming in and a few coming out, which isn't saying much. It's just a provincial loyalty thing. We gotta get this figured out, and soon. Now, how much is it for Metropolis again? Talking about political influence. 100. We're past that, so move a couple of slaves in, and then you got it. Dropsicas often been overlooked by the wealthy patrons of our capital. Today, Alakat has offered to spend a sizable quantity of his while constructing a grand temple to one of the great gods. He requested our permission before he embarks on such construction. Gains a library, not a temple. Yeah, go ahead. It's not a temple, but you done sure build a library. Drop sucker. Citizens abroad in Freeman. Some of our citizens have left of Sogdiana to settle down in a vassal Cambodia settlement of Gandhara. To our big surprise, a group of Freemen was sent by Donna Moria to settle down in Zinepa, which is over there. If our borders open to a vassal, we're sure to see more exchanges between our people, so we could get to know one another better than we already do. What the hell y'all doing here? Army settlement's fine, but that's a job of the slaves. We're gonna get this down finally so we can stop this stupid nonsense. And then we'll end the episode here. Now it says poor health, not very poor health, so his health will slowly improve over time. it's not going down this way. That's taken care of. Now wait for it. Got it. Give this all back to us. No need for that. Imprison their leaders, let the rest disappear. Build road. You gotta have 10 subunits. Okay, so 10 cohorts is the number to build roads with. Okay. So that's another thing that we'll be doing. Right. Now, get to... actually, no. I want you to go up here, start building road, start from there, and work your way down. Because in the next episode, we're going to be spending big again. Because we're taking a break from any kind of big-time expansion, and let's focus more on domestic affairs and all that. And as well as the integration of Gandhara. And, whom else? They're still tribal vassals, they haven't been civilized yet, which will be turned into client states. And as well as the possibility of sooner or later bring Arachosia and Gedrosia in here, which still becomes Sogdian territory, which will give us another way to get into Sogdia, so we can start fabricating a bunch of claims, which will be the next likely place to expand if we were to go on the offense again. So we'll be focusing more on domestic affairs and all those things. Plus I'm getting old, and it's only a matter of time before I fade, and then it's his turn to rule, which his popularity isn't going to be good, and the spouse of his hasn't given any children yet, but we can only hope for the best, because this is it was a tumultuous time, but might become more so again. We got roads to build, we've got a metropolis to build, which all you got to do is move a couple of slaves in here, and then there you go. Not to mention, give us more room to build. And then in turn, we will finally, after when the Gandharans come here, and that's going to be the important one, we will study the Indian ways of war, which will drop that stability and a bit of that political influence to go along with that. And obviously the Sogdian culture is going to resent that for who knows how long, how many months, probably the same as the Gandhari culture there. I mean, they're going to resent that. And then we use that to go for the Indian kingdom tradition to get more innovations. Then we'll start picking up some innovations from there. All that and more to the next episode. But until then, so long for now.